It's a big headline this morning. We are waking up to those chilly temps on this Thursday morning, but we hope you're staying warm and bundled up. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, Chris, you're the man of the hour. What's the average temp in the Houston area right now?
Well, we're seeing those temperatures in the upper 20s across the area, and they're not really expecting to warm up all that much, at least for the rest of the morning, at least until the sun comes up. But we're expecting those conditions to remain mostly just a bit on the cooler side as we head into the rest of our morning, but expect those conditions to remain just 1 degree above freezing out in the Galveston area. North winds at 21 miles an hour here in Houston, 28 feeling like 16. North winds at 16 miles an hour. For the next 12 hours, expect those temperatures to be warmer this afternoon, but we are still dealing with these bitterly cold temperatures through much of the morning. We're not expecting to get at or above freezing at least until 11 o'clock this morning, and we've already dealt with temperatures several hours below freezing for the past several hours. So expect highs to be upper 30s, low 40s, but as we head into tonight, we are expecting another night of freezing temperatures heading into the early hours of Friday. So getting down to 31, not the 20s like we're seeing right now, but we are expecting that gradual warm up. Also, I'm talking rain chances as we head into Saturday. I'll have more on the timing of our next chance for rain later in my weather forecast. Jen.
All right, important to note, no ice though this morning. So anybody worried about that? Nope, you can rest assured that everything looks okay. Lynchburg Ferry is out of service this morning due to low tide. Just a friendly reminder, you could take 146 or the Washburn Tunnel or your favorite alternate route. We do have delays along the North Beltway, potential new problem even further past the Hardy westbound around the toll plaza. I'm noticing that these sensors are indeed true. So you have two different sections of the North Beltway that are slow going. We're also super slow in the downtown area, all due to an earlier problem southbound at Scott. It's busy on 69 and on 45, speeds as slow as 7 miles per hour. So if you get caught up in that, just know that there was a previous issue, but it did clear. North Beltway, here's your live look at the Hardy. You can see even some traffic along the feeder road because the left lane was blocked, so everybody was trying to exit as soon as they saw the brake lights. So that's why you're seeing the congestion there. Southwest Freeway doing well out of Fort Bend. Looking at our live picture here out of Bel Air. If you're an HOV lane driver, you get to downtown in no time. See you back shortly.
All right, see you in a few, Jen. Thank you. Right now, we are continuing to follow breaking news out of Southwest Harris County this morning.
The Harris County Fire Marshal's Office investigating a deadly fire, and KHOU 11 was first at the scene. We've been working to learn more about this and how it all started.
It happened in the Mission Bend area. Our Jalissa Garza is there for us live this morning. Jalissa, we know you heard from officials in the last hour. Any new updates since then?
Steph and Reika, we have not gotten any updated information from officials, but they are still here on the scene working to figure out what exactly caused this fire. Now, we know that the Community Volunteer Fire Department is who responded to this fire at about 1:30 this morning. If you take a look, this is the home. This is where the fire happened. An investigation still underway. We've seen firefighters come in and out of the home. Now, we do know one person died, sadly, and 2 other people did have some injuries. Now, in the earlier times we've checked in, we haven't been able to give you some of that sound from officials. Want to go ahead and have you take a listen to what they had to say.
When they first arrived on scene, they said they witnessed heavy fire coming out from the rear of the residence, but witnesses were also on the lawn telling them that someone was missing. So they went ahead and just started their primary search while crews also worked to start battling the fire at the back of the home.
Now, they were able to put the fire out quickly. I did ask the fire marshal's office if wind played any factor. We know you've heard Chris talking about all morning the wind chill. They say they don't know. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Now, the man that they found who sadly passed away, he was found in the back part of the home. That's where the fire was. And the fire marshal's office does say it's likely that that man passed before they even arrived on the scene. Now, another person had some smoke inhalation, some burn marks. Those 2 people were assessed and released on the scene. We did hear from the fire marshal's office that these people who were staying here have another place to stay, thankfully. But again, still trying to figure out what exactly caused this fire. For now, I'm going to go ahead and toss things back to the studio.
Jalissa, thank you for that update. Time now 6:05, and right now we continue our coverage of the freezing temps and their impact.
All morning we are keeping an eye on the power grid for you. So take a look at this at the supply and demand forecast from ERCOT. That top line there, the purple line, is the amount of power that's expected to be available. That bottom line, the blue line, is how much power they expect for demand. Right now, the lines are pretty close together, but ERCOT says the grid will hold up.
And we are also keeping an eye on CenterPoint's power outage tracker. Right now, there are less than 1,000 customers in the dark, and there's no indication those outages are related to these freezing temperatures. We also have more on how the power company is preparing for any issues, and we'll have that coming up in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, now we've been warning you all morning that there's a cold weather advisory in place, and it's expected to last for at least a few more hours.
In the meantime, there's a 24-hour warming center open right now in Southwest Houston. It's at the Balin Community Center in the 6400 block of Bissonnette. That's where we find our Ugochi Loca live for us this morning. Ugochi, good morning to you. Just how cold is it out there?
Hey, good morning, staff. Well, I can show you more than I could tell you. If you take a look here on this thermometer, this is just how freezing cold it is right now. But when you walk inside the Balin Community Center that's open 24 hours, you feel a big difference. It is warm in here. I've got to lower my voice because people are sleeping. So I want you to walk with us. We're taking a hike down to the family room.
All right, we're having some technical issues there with Ugochi's shot, but we will get back to her in just a little bit. We'll let those people sleep. Meantime, here's a look at the 12 warming centers available in the Houston area. Each of them tomorrow at 8 a.m. The city is also offering free rides to these locations. Just call 311 if you need assistance. We do have a list of all those locations for you on our website, KHOU.com.
And turning back to CenterPoint now, the company tells us their crews are out in force, making sure their equipment keeps working during this cold snap. They're winterizing electric and natural gas infrastructure and getting heaters ready to defrost any ice that might accumulate on equipment. Now, CenterPoint is also keeping in close contact with ERCOT.
But right now, CenterPoint isn't anticipating any kind of conservation efforts.
Nope. I left a meeting with ERCOT grid communicators just a little over an hour ago, and they have communicated out to all of us that they are not seeing any anticipated impacts on the system. Our natural gas team has been in touch, and they've let us know that they are more than ready to meet the need on supplies.
Well, that is good news to hear. CenterPoint is also asking customers to stay informed by enrolling in its Power Alert service, and that way you can receive outage information via text or email.
We're staying on top of this cold weather for you throughout the morning. For the latest updates, you can scan the QR code you see right there on your screen to simply download the KHOU 11 mobile app.